Okay, I hate this one. I'm going to have to hold it way down here. And the reason I hate this one is because you've really got to watch what you're doing, and you're basically doing a north-south crisscross, and you're going to keep these straws on the side that they're on now. They're never going to switch. And then you're going to go across east-west like that. These straws are always going to stay on the side that they started on. So you're going to end up with a little square as you work. I'm going to pull these down out of the way. Remember that the way I hold this is allowing the straws to hang between my fingers. Okay, so this is just basic crisscross. Make sure that it bends where you want it to. I'm going to do a few more, and then I'll give you a little tug. I'll give a tug, and you'll be able to see. I have to stay down because my straws are so long. So I'll bring it back up, and you can see. I have a straw that's splitting here. It should be all right. If it's not, we'll see what happens if we use a straw that has a split in it. Okay. These straws are 25, 30 years old, so they're doing pretty good for as old as they are. Okay, and notice that I never switch them. They always stay on the side, always either on the left or on the right as I go. Okay, now let's look at it from the side, and you can see what it's doing and how it looks. And as I work on this, I will move my hands a little bit. But the most important thing that you've got here is your thumb right now. Your thumb will hold the straws in place as you work. If you lose this, if this becomes, you're not sure where to go back until you can find that square. Once you find the square, whether you've got all of your straws on the right side or not, you should be able to tell which is the lowest one, which is this one. So that's the one you're going to use next. And those crisscross, and then the two on top crisscross. And you just keep going back and forth. If you get them mixed up, you'll be able to see it when you go to pull this out at the end. Straw is slippery. Hold on to it good. And then we'll take a look, and while it's wet, you're going to give it I call it giving it a tug, and straighten and make your plait as pretty as you can. You know, the nice thing about this one is it's a very distinctive plait. Okay, the shortest one is now short enough that I don't want to mess with it anymore. So I pull these all down and press on the end with my fingers so it keeps its shape. And at this time, I can give this a pull. See, I'm just pulling it between my fingers, and you can see that you've got quite more length than you thought you had, and you can also see how nice it looks. That's what I mean by it being a distinctive plait. You can see quite clearly the four straws. Sometimes the other straws, when you do a plait, you'll see, when you do a plait, you don't see the individual straws as much. But this is a very pretty plait. Now, I'm going to just kind of pull on it with through my fingers like this, and that helps smooth out anything that's too lumpty-bumpty. I got a little lumpty-bumpty right here, so I'll push that a little bit. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that looks pretty good. So what you can do is, if you're going to make like a dolly or something, this is the time when you could turn this into a dolly as a favor, and you can add straw to it. It's a lot easier. There. And then make sure that you've trimmed or put these straws where you want them to be. You can always lay a book on them or something to keep them flat. And then also make sure that you have this in the shape that you want it as it dries, because if you try to rearrange the shape after it's dry, it won't want to. It wants to do its arrangements when it's wet. So as you can see, there's a couple little frayed areas, right? I could check my hand away and I can't move it. right here, and that's where that one straw collapsed on me. It looks good though. I'm happy with it.